Hey everyone, Pastor Nathan here. In my personal reading, I'm in the middle of the book of Acts, so I'm heading towards the end. I'm in chapters 20 and 21. And one of the things that strikes me about chapters 20 and 21 is how very aware of the consequences of a decision Paul has made. Paul has decided to head to Jerusalem, and he knows that he will be held captive there, taken captive, and perhaps will even go to Rome at that point because of that captivity. I mean, that's what happens, but he doesn't necessarily know that yet, not fully. And along the way, there are prophets and there are people who know that this is what's going to happen to Paul. And they're just saying, stop, don't go. We love you. We don't want you to be taken captive along the way. And Paul says this incredible word. He says, stop it. You're breaking my heart. Just two thoughts with that. One is the incredible love that both sides were showing. Paul's love for the people, for his people, and for the people that he had ministered to, but also for his people, the Jews. And the people who he's talking to, that he had ministered to, their love for him in the midst of that decision and following through with that decision. And it just makes me think of decisions, challenging decisions we may make in our own lives, where as we're following Jesus, there are going to be places where he is going to want us to break off a relationship, to repair a relationship, to move, to not move, to take a job, to not take a job, to stop practices and start practices, and along the way there are going to be people who love us, hopefully, who are a part of that decision-making process. And the only way we have true confidence in that decision-making process, because oftentimes, even our ones who love us may not want us to go a particular direction because they love us, and because they don't want us to hurt or be harmed or anything like that. The only way to be confident and completely confident in a decision is by being in the Word and by following the lead of the Spirit, which means we got to be in prayer and talking with Jesus on that one. That's where the confidence for Paul lies. Paul knows. He says, no, I need to go here. The Spirit's told me I gotta go. And God, when he first called Paul, said to one of the fellow Christians in Damascus, he says, I must show Paul how much he will suffer for my sake. And it is not necessarily a part of God's will that we always take the easy and simple path. And the only way to stay confident in that decision-making process, like I said, is to be in the Word, to be in prayer, and take it pretty slowly. Not try to get too far ahead of ourselves, because we may think we know what the plan is, but God's plan is a little bit different. Just like for Paul. Because Paul, when this is done, one of the things that he goes is he will go to Rome. But on his way to Rome, he gets to bring the gospel to a whole bunch of different communities on the way. So that's just a thought as if you're in the middle of a decision-making process, or you're thinking about your life, life decisions as we're in the middle of this COVID-19 stuff. If you want confidence in those decisions, stay in the Word, stay in prayer, ask what the Holy Spirit would want you to do, and follow Jesus and see what happens. Hope that's helpful for you, and we'll talk soon. Take care.